Now this is what I was looking for, and this has been here for as long as I can remember as well. This is the fire tower, and this is basically the nearest you're going to get to the Eiffel Tower at Landmark. I remember this being at least 100 steps. It's quite taxing, especially on little kids, but at the same time, again, it's not entirely unachievable. I'm pretty sure I was also doing this when I was about 7. If you have a really young kid, I maybe wouldn't recommend it, but the views are really, really good. So if your kid is up for it, definitely, let's take them up to the fire tower. We've got a 360 view of the forest, and it's absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. It's just so worth it for the views. You get to see so much from here, and it's absolutely, absolutely stunning. There's also a little telescope here, telescope binoculars. There's also binoculars that look a bit like Wally that you can use. I don't know if you need to pay them. No, apparently I can use them. I'm almost tempted to have like a little picnic up here or something, because it really isn't busy today, and I really think if I was just to sit down and have a bit of lunch, nobody would notice. So we've been along to all the touristy bits of the park now, and now it's time for a nature trail. This is quite an easygoing walk, I'd say. You can take the kids along with you, though there's things to read, there's things to see, and at the end of it you get to see some red squirrels as well, which are quite rare. So it's really nice to see so many of them in an area like this. These are the kind of views I have at the moment. It doesn't feel like I've just been to a theme park, does it? It feels like we're maybe in the middle of nowhere, maybe in like a little forest area, but certainly not somewhere where you can find a water slide. But yeah, the water slides are like a 2-minute walk in that way, guys. Like I say, there's something for everybody here. So as you can probably imagine, a Treetop Trail is a trail that takes you into the tops of the trees. Now, because it's a quiet day, if I stay quiet as well, I think I might actually be able to see more nature than usual in these areas. If it is quite a noisy day, don't worry, there's still a chance for you to see nature at the end. There's a wildlife feeding area where you can see them all. But I think because it's nice and quiet, we might see some things just wild in the trees, which is really cool. The squirrels around here are all tourist squirrels, so really what I say is you're probably going to see them anyway. They're used to having people around. They know that they can like run off into more obscure areas if they feel particularly frightened. But we might still see some around the trees anyway, especially if I stop talking. I'm at the top of the Treetop Trail now, and I think you can see why it's called the Treetop Trail. Certainly there's a tree over here that's like pretty much the same height as me right now. We haven't really seen any more nature, which is a shame, but that's okay. I'm just not very observant, to be honest. Maybe I need to like stand around a bit longer and stop being so impatient, but that's okay. We're going to go to the wildlife feeding area next, and that's definitely a great place for photos, great place to see everything. Usually you can see squirrels there and things as well, but really there's a lot of places in this area that you can find a red squirrel if you're particularly looking for one. There's a cafe down at Glenmore, which is about 20 minutes down the road, that I really like. Just like this trail, the cafe is kind of in amongst the trees, and you'll see a ton of squirrels there. It's really cool. Oh, I'll just show you this thing as well. There's a tree around here that was struck by lightning years and years and years ago. The lightning bolt kind of made a scar, like in a spiral shape though. It's really bizarre. Like it's this bit here, and it goes right around the tree, right up to the top there. Isn't that cool? Oh wow, it almost dropped the camera there. But it's just incredible. Like I've never really seen many things that have been hit by lightning, So, you know, that's another great thing you can come and see. They've like kind of given us its own bit off the path, so you can go and see the tree that was hit by lightning. Okay folks, I'm just at the wildlife feeding area now. It's an area where you have to try and be quite quiet because you might scare the wildlife otherwise. There's this wall up here so that you don't frighten them as much. But there's like little peepee holes for kids and things, if I can just find one. Yeah, there's a little peepee hole. It's just an area where they've like put out loads of food for everyone. There's so many red squirrels that just come out and, you know, will just come out for the nuts and things. That's just at the end of the Treetop Trail and also at the end of the nature trail if you don't decide to go into the trees and everything. So after you've learned about squirrels, you can see a squirrel, which is really, really cool. I'm pretty sure this is the first place I ever saw a red squirrel. I'm going to go back into the main area of the park now and see a few things again, maybe go on the water slides again, maybe go on some various other things. But ultimately, I think this is the end of our vlog. I did say, you know, I have said a few times that I've came on a quiet day and there's not been as many queues. Really, even if you're coming on a busy day, just expect to queue a little bit longer for things like the roller coaster and the water slides, but ultimately you can still come here. If you have any questions, if there's anything you want to know that I haven't covered, then do ask me down below. I'll be happy to help. As I said, I've been coming to Landmark for so many years now, so I'll probably be able to help you if you have any issues. And if there's anything else you want to let me know about, if there's any stories you want to tell me, I'd love to hear them down below. Thank you so much for sharing my day with me here, and I hope to see you back soon. Cheerio! Thanks for watching everybody. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more like it, click over here, and YouTube has suggested a video you might like over here. And don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to stay up to date with my latest videos. Thanks very much everyone. Cheerio!